Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. A Zen master was standing on the seashore, and somebody came up to him and asked him, "What is the one message that you want to give to people for spirituality?" He took a cane and he wrote on the sand, "Awareness." The person said, "This is a little too simple. Can you elaborate it?" He wrote with the same cane, bigger letters, "Awareness." In the next 4 paudis, paudi number 8 to 11, Guru Sahib is going to talk about sunna, the power of listening. I feel it's not just listening by your ears, but it is more about being attentive. Punjabi ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਸੁਣਨਾ. ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਸੁਣਨਾ means listen with attentiveness. Be awakened, be alert, be attentive to what you're listening. It means being attentive to each and every moment of life, to each and every experience of life. In fact, to each and every sense of your body, of your existence. Suniye, if you are more attentive, you will be able to gain the spiritual height of the Siddhas. Siddhas, the spiritual masters, peers, gurus, sur, surme, warriors, or nath, the leaders of yoga. Suniye Siddh Peer Surnath, Suniye Tarat Taval Akash. Those who were able to attain such spiritual heights, they started their journey by becoming more awakened to everything around them, to the earth, to the skies, to all the elements. Suniye tarat taval akash, suniye deep low patal, the oceans, the lands, and the nether worlds. They are not just outside, they are inside us too. The universes are inside us if we try to listen to what we are going through. And that attentiveness starts from being mindful about each and everything we do. Our minds are not made to multitask. But in this hectic world, what happens is we are so busy doing multiple things at the same time. But actually our mind is dividing its attention towards different things simultaneously and getting tired. Guru Sahib says the seed of spirituality is in that awakeness, in that attentiveness. And if you see the seed that has been sowed inside the ground, the same seed will appear in the fruit also. If the fruit is the end of the journey, then the beginning of the journey and the end of the journey are going to be the same. The beginning of the journey is when you become awakened towards each and every experience that you have. And if you are able to become aware about each and every moment, Guru Sahib says, you will not die a spiritual death. Sune po na sake kal. Kal means death. That does not mean that we will not die. Physically, we all have to perish one day. But if we are awakened, if we are attentive towards each and every experience, then we will not die a spiritual death because our mind will not be leading us, not governing us. And if that happens, then we will be in exhilaration all the time. Guru Sahib says, Nanak Bhagtan Sada Vigas. Vigas means kheda, positivity, always in Chardi Kala. O Nanak, ਭਗਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਿਹਰੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਖੇੜਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਨਾਨਕ ਭਗਤਾਂ ਸਦਾ ਵਿਗਾਸ, ਕਿਉਂ? ਸੁਣਿਆ ਦੁੱਖ ਪਾਪ ਕਾ ਨਾਸ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦੁੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਪਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਸ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। their sorrows and their sins, their malice inside is all eradicated. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਈਸ਼ਰ ਬਰਮਾ ਇੰਦ, ਈਸ਼ਰ means Shiv, Brahma, Brahma, Ind, Indra. All the deities, their core of their spiritual existence is listening, is attentiveness, is awareness. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਮੁਖ ਸਲਾਹਣ ਮੰਦ, ਮੰਦ ਮੰਦੇ, ਐਸੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੰਦਾ ਆਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ, those people who we consider as downtrodden, by becoming attentive, even they start speaking in a beautiful manner. They are able to say things that are unimaginably good. Mukh salahan mand, ਸੁਣਿਆ jog jugat tan ped. By being attentive towards your body, you will be able to know what are the ailments and how to find cure. Somebody had told me long time ago that when you eat something, you must chew it at least 32 times. And I found that ridiculous. How can you even chew your food 32 times? That person said, you must try and see how your body will change because of this small little factor. Your acidity will become better, your digestion will become better, your constipation will be taken care of. But the problem is, you're too much in a hurry. You want to finish this food fast because you want to work on the next thing. So start slowing down, start being in this moment, do things one thing at a time. Don't watch television, don't talk much to people. Just be attentive in eating your food. If you are able to, you will be able to know that your body is reacting to certain foods, whether they are good for you or not. And this is how all the olden medicines were discovered. The yogis discovered the secrets of our body and health by being attentive. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਜੋਗ ਜੁਗਤ ਤਨ ਭੇਦ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤਨ ਦੇ ਭੇਦ ਜਾਣੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੁਗਤੀ ਜਾਣੀ, the ways how to go about it. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਵੇਦ, and everything written in the scriptures, in the holy scriptures, you will become so wise that each and every experience of your life will be spiritual. Nanak ਭਗਤਾਂ ਸਦਾ ਵਿਗਾਸ, ਸੁਣਿਆ ਦੁੱਖ ਪਾਪ ਕਾ ਨਾਸ, ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਗਿਆਨ. Interestingly, the beginning of Japji Sahib, Guru Sahib is saying, by listening, by being attentive, we will gain three things: Sat, truth; Santokh, contentment; Gyan, wisdom. Interestingly, in the conclusion of Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Bani, when he wrote Mundavani Mahla Panjwan, Guru Arjan Dev Ji used the same three words. He says, Thal vich tin vastu payo, Sat, Santokh, Vicharo. Sat, truth; contentment; Vicharo again is contemplation or wisdom. So coming back to that same analogy, the seed and the fruit are the same. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਗਿਆਨ. By being attentive towards the realities of life, you would know the truth is that we're not staying here forever. Nothing is ours permanently. Hence, it'll bring about a contentment inside us, and we will be wiser because of that. Not only that, he says, the merits of going to all the pilgrimages in the world will be attainable just by being attentive. सुने 68 का इश्नान. The honor that people have attained by reading or understanding the holy scriptures. Sune pad pad pave maan, sune lage sahaj dhyan. By being attentive, you will be meditative. You will be intuitively meditative, because that is the purpose of meditational practices too. By becoming more mindful, by becoming more attentive towards each and every experience of life. Buddha was talking to somebody, and at that time a fly came to sit on his ear. So he swatted the fly away. And then he continued talking to that person. After a while, he moved his hand like in a lot of awareness towards the fly which had already flown away. So the person asked him, Master, the fly has already flown, so why did you do this? He said, because the first time the fly sat on my ear, I swatted it away in unawareness. I have to correct myself. And so I did this, telling my mind, never do that again. If you swat the fly away, you must be aware that you're doing that. That kind of awareness, if you can have, that is Sunay Lage Sahaj Dhyan, Nanak Bhakta Sada Vikas, Sunay Du Paap Ka Nas, Sunay Sara Guna Ke Ga. If you are able to become attentive, ਸੁਣਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿਓਗੇ, ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿਓਗੇ। ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨ ਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਹਰ ਸਮੇਂ ਹਰ ਪਲ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੋ। That's exactly what Guru Sahib will tell us also. If you are able to do that, it is like you are now attaining all the divine virtues in this world. ਸਾਰੇ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਪਣਾ ਸਕੋਗੇ। ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸਰਾ ਗੁਣਾ ਕੇ ਗਾ, ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸ਼ੇਖ ਪੀਰ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ, the richest of the richest, the mightiest of the mighty, you will have those qualities inside you. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਅੰਧੇ ਪਾਵੇਂ ਰਾਹ. By being attentive, it is like the blind are able to find the path. Those who are not able to see are able to look at where to go. Sunaya haath hove asga. The things that are unreachable. Asga da matlab hunda hai jehda ke tuhadi pahunch to vi bada pare hai. He says it will be at your hand. ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਤੋਂ ਪਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ. You'll be able to attain it so easily. Mindfulness practices take a moment to learn, but a lifetime to master probably, but it will be so understandable the moment you start living in attentiveness towards each and every experience of life. You will be more aware about your thoughts, your emotions, and slowly you will be able to understand what other people are going through, and hence each and every relationship that you have with the non and the living beings, everything in your life will become smooth, because the journey starts from being attentive. And because of that, what will happen is your life will become full of joy. Nanak Bhakta Sada Vikas, Sune Dukh Paap Ka Nas. The common factor in these 4 stanzas are Sune. He just says, learn how to become more and more attentive. Be a listener. Be a Sikh. Be a learner. And this is how the journey begins. And at the conclusion of all the 4 stanzas is Nanak Bhakta Sada Vikas, Sune Du Paap Ka Nas. Such wonderful, beautiful 4 verses. And the next 4 will be about the mind and how we can conquer, or those who are able to overcome what our mind is or what our emotions are, they are able to attain heights which we can't even imagine. Thank you so much for listening, Ji. Apologies for the mistakes. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.